Hey guys, and welcome back. So the sun's out and I thought I'd just jump out in the garden and repot the corn. We've got good nighttime temperatures at the moment, so yeah, good time to actually start getting everything out in the garden. And as you can see, these things are looking pretty good, but we have got a bit of a nitrogen deficiency going on. The brown leaves will indicate that. What corn will do is it'll actually take the nitrogen out of these bottom leaves and sacrifice the bottom leaves to make sure that the top's all nice and healthy. So yeah, got to get these things into the ground or into your pot and give them a good feed today. So in a nutshell, last year I had 2 corns in here to each pot. They're about 43 centimeters wide by about the same depth. I had 2 in here. They worked out really well. Couldn't really complain too much, but when I did take these bad boys out, I noticed that there was a bit more room left, so in the rooting for a third plant. So I'm going to try 3 of them. I'm just going to space them out all nice and evenly, and we'll see how we go. One thing you got to watch when you're putting multiple plants into a pot is feeding. Okay, so you got to give them a lot more food, because there's three plants to one pot, and believe it or not, that these guys will rob each other of the nutrients that they need. So you'll find that one will grow extra huge, whilst the others don't. That means that one's been robbing the others. So just watch that as you go on and feed appropriately. Okay, so we'll get straight into it. So first things first, I'm just going to prune off these little brown leaves. They're just not needed. Next, we're going to dig ourselves a little hole. It's going to be a fair size hole to fit the whole plant in, as we want plant, roots and all. So make sure it's fairly deep. I'm going to mix in a bit of the old rock dust. Then we're going to grab our corn out. Now we're just going to sort of push the sides in a little bit. That sort of frees everything up inside. Not too root bound, that's all right. I'm kind of happy with that. We'll give everything a bit of a tickle, a bit of a move around. Sort of activates the roots. And then we'll plump them in. The old mulch, you can just chuck that in. That doesn't matter anymore. We're going to put some new mulch on top of it. So that's your first one done. Second one's going to go over this side. Now if you were doing this straight into your garden bed, and if you were seeding, you'd put your seed about 2.5 centimeters down. If you're doing this straight into your garden bed, you'd do it the same way. Just dig your hole, put your rock dust in, or you might have some other sort of fertiliser going on, which is fair enough. You put your pellets in there, mix it around with the dirt, and then plop your plant on top. This one's got some pretty healthy roots going on. Just going to sort of tickle it just to activate the roots. And we've got a slug. Hello. What are you doing down there? And we're going to plop them in. Now if you're already playing with seedlings, try to make sure that all the plants are looking the same way. That way they all get the same amount of sun. Don't really want one side on and one not so side on. It's all about getting the sunlight, guys. Oh, worms. I hit a pocket of worms. Whoops. Sorry, guys. It's good to see that we got worms in here. I mean, they're pots, but they've still got worms. So the worms are actually loving it. So if you've got worms in your ground, in your soil, then there's plenty of food for them. Leave them in there. Nice big one right there. There we go. Sorry, little buddy. Let you crawl back in. So we're just going to pat them all down nicely. So I'm going to put some mulch on top. That'll keep the slugs and everything away, hopefully. It'll also help for evaporation and water retention. So the summers get pretty hot down here. Last thing we want to do is have the whole pot dry out. So it's something that we like to do. Something that I've seen in a lot of videos from around the world. So it works. So yeah, anyways, that's it. That's how you do it. Hey, just quick watering. So now we're going to water them in, and what I'm using is sea salt fertilizers. It's a liquid seaweed fertilizer. This one's the nitrogen rich version of it. I've also mixed a litre of worm tea into this 9 litre can, and we're just going to give it a good water in, and then we'll put it away. Try to give it about 2-3 litres. You'll notice that the water's coming out of the bottom. That's more than enough, but don't pour it all in at once. Give it a little bit of time to sort of soak through, otherwise you're just rushing everything. And there you have it.